I'm not really sure what I was expecting from this movie. I didn't like the first Captain Marvel, Monica Rambeau felt somewhat flat during WandaVision, and Miss Marvel tends to feel like, I don't know, like a tryhard character impersonating a tryhard fan, which, as paradoxical as it may seem, turns out to be the most genuine character in this movie. And that's probably the worst aspect of this film. They had the opportunity to prove people wrong about the direction of the MCU as a whole, and they gave us some generic characters with no development. On the other hand, if you were expecting something valuable from these characters, I don't think you're gonna get that. There are cool moments, for example, and this is a minor spoiler that was part of the trailers, how they change places whenever they use their powers simultaneously. But even this small thing that could be fun at times isn't properly explained or justified, and it just turns out to be a big plot hole which I couldn't wrap my head around. By the way, plot holes and weird choices were a constant issue. The intertwining of their powers wasn't properly explained, but there are also some scenes on other planets as well as some scenes with Goose in their spacecraft that were just stupid and creatively lacking on the part of the writers. If I had to pick something positive from this movie, just because I don't really enjoy just pointing out flaws in other people's work, it probably would have to be something regarding Miss Marvel. Maybe not her specifically, but some elements from her world that were included here and that served both as a comedic relief and as an emotional igniter, at least for a moment. Also, if you're expecting to see Nick Fury at his best in this movie, please lower your expectations quite a bit. And I say this partly because of me. Look, I know that Secret Invasion wasn't particularly acclaimed by critics or the audience, and I also think that the last episode of Secret Invasion was disgusting, but the silver lining of the whole show was that we learned more about Fury, his motivations, his background, his relationship with the Skrulls, and this movie just puts that aside even though it involves the Skrulls at a certain level. Well, I'm keeping this one brief because I want to do a spoiler review so I can talk about more specific things, but for now, just keep in mind that I give this movie a 3 out of 10. It had a cool action scene at the beginning, but that's it. But what do you think? Do you give it a higher or lower score? Comment below and don't forget to like, subscribe, and for now, I'm out.